Ramadan coming up. Any advice for new Muslims? Oh, shukran, much love for the super chat. Um, yeah, what I would say is that you know it is a personal. The thing about Ramadan is real. The thing about fasting, sorry, is that it's truly a very personal experience. Nobody seeing you can even tell that you're fasting because it's a negation of action. It's a cessation. It's not actually enacting something. So it's the absence of eat food and drink, not so people can't tell. So this is why it's so profoundly linked to the divine. And there is something about being in that state that evokes a heightened um, level of consciousness or alters consciousness. So yeah, so I would say, look, see it as an opportunity, see it as a chance to maybe reconnect. Maybe if you can even, if people can, first of all, with the fast, hopefully they will now become somewhat shorter. First, in some parts, they were like at least 16 hours plus. Now, if they're too long, there are different opinions that some people, and they're all fatwas, all from ulama, and you don't have to follow them. But if other people follow them, that's their choice. You follow the one that you see fit, and it's your devotion to God. So one is from end to end. There's one where people will give a fatwa that they can delay, for example, eating up until just before sunrise and then up until sunset. In some places, people will say that, well, they will time it because it's over 15 hours, anything over, I think they've said like the fatwa, they give like anything like 15, 16 hours, something like that. Um, the certain ulama had said they could just allocate a time. So for example, they're just going to fast 13, 14 hours in a day and they set the time. So you get, this is from Al Azhar and different places. So people will just set a time, like let's say they start fasting at 5 a.m. and they open it, or they start at 4 a.m. and they open it at, let's say, 6 p.m. or something, 6:30 p.m. or something like this. But this is to do with the actual fast. There are a variety of rulings, and people, it's their personal journey. What they take is up to them. You focus on yourself and what you're taking. The other thing is, it is an opportunity to remind ourselves of some discipline. Whilst we're doing that, if we can engage in some reading, if you can read the Quran, I would say that's amazing. If you can't, even if you can read, somebody's very new, maybe they can just read a line, a verse a day, even anything that they can acquaint themselves with and maybe just ponder over is huge. Maybe if they're absolute new Muslims, they could take the month to maybe learn the alphabet of Arabic. And so by the end of the month, you know that I know how to the alphabet, identify the letters, to join the letters, to read the letters as words, and to be able. So you set yourself a goal that within 30 days this is done, because the 30 days are going to be done anyway. So why not leave it with now this new skill? That would be wonderful. And I would also say to people, and this is to everyone, you can use it, maybe see it as an opportunity, a springboard to, if you are a victim, suffer from things like smoking cigarettes and you wanted to leave, people who smoke weed and they want to leave, they want to quit it but they can't, people who do things, maybe people who drink alcohol and they don't really want to, maybe people who want to quit something. This gives you the script, which gives you the power to do it. But you have to believe in yourself. The verse we read today, the antumul a'lona, you will triumph, but in kuntum mu'minin. But you have to believe the script. You have to believe, change that inner script and believe it. That this is the month I'm going to get this done. And you can do it. Believe me, willpower, you underestimate human willpower. when put to the test, humans will always surprise you. So people think, I can never quit this. I can never quit weed. I can never quit cigarettes. I can never quit it. If you want to. Sure, some people don't want to. Maybe a person does something. Maybe a person does gambling and they want to quit that. That's highly addictive. It's an opportunity. Don't think of it like a stick. The stick and the carrot thing. See it more as like, wow, I've got a window here where I've got a pretext to try to do this anyway. So, what if, I can get it done? It's like, yeah, why not, huh? And try to avoid being judgmental, because we say this, and it's one of the things that, I think Ramadan is a beautiful example of where we we have to remember the fast is not. The hadith says that anybody who engages in just gossip and backbiting and insulting people and hating on people and doing stuff, and then the hadith says all they never fasted. All they did was just starved and dehydrated. That's what the hadith says, that's not a fast. Because the fast isn't like, what does God get if you don't eat food? It doesn't. How does it help God by you not eating food? If anything, it helps you physically by kickstarting your immune system and stuff. But how does it help God? It doesn't. You're just exercising restraint. Why are you exercising restraint? What's the purpose? Because that is what kickstarts discipline. And the whole purpose was to create discipline. It wasn't to starve. What's the point of starving? And so purpose was Allah was teaching you that you need to be disciplined. So, hey, here's a month. Try to inculcate some serious discipline and then let it play out for the rest of the year. May Allah make it easy. All right.